Hi Krishna, my name is Samer. I'm from Beirut, Lebanon. I'm from a background of electric engineer, which I got forced to do because of my parents and the culture that I came from. My life was coming with a lot of complexities, as coming from a Druze background come with its challenges, as the culture that I grew up with is very conservative, very closed-minded in a way. In the last 2 years, I start pursuing my way and travel around the world, discovering new cultures, new faith, new paths where I could feel fulfillment. And I ended up in India in last December, where I got to discover something for the first time. It was coming to this realization, a whole new experience. It was a life-changing curve. For me, I never lived anything or come to anything closer than that, to this kind of connection with Krishna. It was experience that changed my life path. After that, COVID hit and I switched to my creative part, where I got to do graphic design, which what I'm currently doing right now. My life was coming with a lot of complexities, as coming from a Druze background come with its challenges, as the culture that I grew up with is very conservative and very closed-minded in a way. So in the last 2 years, I start pursuing my way and travel around the world, discovering new cultures, new faith, new paths where I could feel fulfillment. I would say during the last years, I got a lot of experiences doing multiple jobs and exploring different countries around the world. And I ended up in India in last December, where I got to discover something for the first time, something that changed my life path. It was this coming to this realization to get to know about Radhana Swami Maharaj for the first time and reading his book, The Journey Home, which for the first time I got to understand the Krishna consciousness. It was a whole new experience. It was a life-changing curve. For me, I never lived anything or come to anything closer than that, to this kind of connection with Krishna. It was experience that changed my life path. So far, I'm here in Govardhan Eco Village in Krishna Iskcon, volunteering and want to do preaching for Krishna for the rest of my life. The humility, the love, the connection, the devotees that I got to meet here made me experience a joy and happiness that I never experienced in the corporate world or anywhere outside. In last December, I got invited from one of my friends to come to India. I was searching for a place to get out of my hometown because of the war and the corrupted situation that was there. I wasn't know why I'm coming to India. I just knew that there is a spiritual trip journey that's happening and my friend is attending, so we decided to do this trip together, and it was my gateway to get out of Lebanon. So I booked my flight earlier, 1 month before the trip starts, and during this 1 month I mostly stayed home alone and just not really knowing what to do. And my friend recommended that I would read the book, The Journey Home. So this is where I get to know Radhana Swami Maharaj and get to know more about Krishna consciousness, which I heard this term for the first time. 1 month after the trip started, it was a spiritual journey where we went through different parts of India, visiting spiritual temples and places where Krishna born and Prabhupada spent his time, and I got to understand more and more about it and meet more devotees. And after 21 days, when the trip is over, we ended up in GV. That's where I felt like my journey started in this path. I got to understand more about Krishna consciousness, meet more devotees, and during this time, my heart felt that I want to stay here. I don't want to leave anymore. And with Krishna Mercy, things worked out. I applied here to volunteer and to serve the devotees of Krishna. At the same time, my job got terminated. My hometown is in war, so it's meant for me to be here. So I decided to stay. And I've been here for months. I'm coming back for one more year. I just want to do this for the rest of my life. It's one of the best experiences I ever had, to serve. The love, the humility, the compassion that is here between devotees, within the Krishna devotees in the community is fascinating. I feel like I've not been ever happy like this time before.
How was your life earlier and now what is changing?
After I finished my studies, I was very influenced with the material world, with the corporate world in a way, where I was pursuing to do this materialistic success. I was very passionate about being an entrepreneur, start my own business, just study and learn as much as I can and accumulate a lot of wealth. What the material world understands of wealth is just money, houses, cars, a lot of attachment to just temporarily things that you chase, you pursue, you get to enjoy for a little bit, but there's something missing there. They fade away real quick. But after discovering Krishna consciousness and get to experience life in Iskcons between monks and devotees, where the only attachment to Krishna connection, they completely detach themselves from everything and just serve Krishna and the best of what they can, like selflessly, without any attachment to anything. They just shift their mindset, the way they perceive life. They put everything in service to love, to make other devotees happy. They empower each other, they build hope to each other and just support each other's missions in a very beautiful way.
What is your future plan, basically?
At the current time, I would say I would just want to stay here and learn more about bhakti and pure bhakti, about Krishna consciousness. And recently I started chanting and reading the Bhagavad Gita, and I want to learn more as much as I can about Krishna consciousness, because coming from background and looking back to my hometown, we don't have anything about that. We don't have any Iskcons. So I would love to encourage my people in my country to live this experience, to come and just have this service once in their lifetime, where they get to change them in a beautiful way. For now, I would learn as much as I can and walk in this path to become a brahmachari. And in the future, I would say I would preach to share Krishna consciousness around the world.
Any message to the youth of the world? Because you are a youth.
A lot of us in the material world, we try to conquer all kind of material things. We need the best car, the best house, the biggest house, and we have a lot of jealousy and greed to each other, and we get to serve corporate and big companies living out of fear because there's always not enough for everyone, and we start having this defense mechanism to start have more and save more for ourselves, which we get too much attached with what we already have and what we're already pursuing in a way that we forgot to connect with God. So I would encourage everyone on the path for success and for happiness is to connect with God and serve God for the best that you can. Just be authentic, do what your heart desire and do it with love. For everyone watching this, just be the change that you want to see in the world. You can subscribe to this channel to watch more videos and get to know more about Bhakti and Krishna consciousness.